Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good day to you wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Welcome back to the channel with me, Dragon Ball McQueen. I've been working on this dark ride for a few days now. It's my first ever one, so we're gonna check it out, see what we can do with it. I don't know whether to preview it or just dive into the end. If I dive into the end, it will kind of ruin what we're doing. But I've been working on this park, as you've seen in live streams, for quite a while. I built a railroad. Haven't themed it very well. I've not added much scenery to it, although it's got some nice elements. And yeah, I built a massive canyon, which I was going to take a roller coaster down, or a dark ride roller coaster, but I'm running out of room. I'm on 66% already, and I kind of want to save a bit of that percentage for finishing off theming the park. But here's the main part of the park. Obviously, there is something here that needs addressing. Yeah, that needs a bit more work. It looks a bit ugly, and it's just after the entrance where you come in. I obviously need a sign at the front, and a few other bits I've done. But yeah, there's all sorts of things just added in and done. So this part of the park is just like pottering along its own little pace, and it's quite happy. And yeah, I've done a lot of work with it. Lots of theming, lots of making things look good, look cool, look a bit nicer. Just sort of general ideas I've been putting into the game. But yeah, it's getting there. My alligators. So I'm thinking the next part, perhaps adventure or spooky. I don't know which to go for. People might have to let me know which they want to see me work on and see me do. But yeah, we've got this, and then we've got this massive drop. I'm going to have to, if I've got space, I'll add bridge bits there, and I'll add a bridge bit there as well. And I kind of like the way I've got this like cave section and the river runs through, although really the river doesn't run through. It's just an illusion. So, but yeah, this is the monstrous building that is currently the dark ride, and people are probably wondering, oh, that looks really ugly. What are you going to do with it? I'm going to perhaps build a sort of casing over it, I suppose. I don't know, and then put things over it, because obviously you've got things like rocks sticking out and set dressing sticking out and stuff. So I'm going to cover it up. I'm going to turn this into a hotel complex as well over here, just so you've got a reason to come over here, a hotel. And I might actually put way over in the corner another spawn point, like entrance exit, just so that people have got a way of getting out of the park. Sometimes guests get on transport rides and then they can't discover where to go. We've got a couple of shops here as well, which are currently closed, which is the best way for them to be. This is exactly the same copy as my other station over in the main area, because Planet Coaster loves replicating stuff and it doesn't take much memory, and since it's just a station in a different part, it kind of serves a purpose. But look, there it is. It's a bit more, you see a bit more of what's going on with it. Security are up here. What are you doing up here? I need to build a second staff room over here as well, because there's actually more staff than there is, and that's what this plot's going to be for here. Plot. I've got a plan for it. Perhaps building undertakers. Like you guys, you buy hats. Love everyone that buys hats. His feet are clipping through that log. I'm not just saying, you know. Right, all my vendors are gone. What? I know you're open. Pipshot Water's alright. You're in there. And you'll never move. Let's have a look. That's fantastic. Yeah, we're doing well. No higgling. That's fantastic. Bank's alright. People queuing to use the ATM. And Bar Harbour's doing well as well. People coming and going. What? With hats on. Awesome. And what do they say in Bar Harbour? Oh, 4 people didn't. There's too much choice at Bar Harbour. I can't decide. 4 people couldn't make up their mind. But everyone else loved it. Everything about Mountain Pass looks well maintained. Oh, Mountain Pass is cheap, and I got a bargain on park entry. I'm having so much fun. I'm having a great time. Mountain Pass looks really cool. Mountain pass. Seriously? This is what they keep going mad about. This. See this pixelated thing that it does? Yeah, it does that when you've got high detail in an area, especially on PlayStation 4, and I get a bit of that in a dark ride, but it's not really noticeable. It's one bit it's really noticeable on though, and I won't say what it is. We are going to ride it, and I will shut up. I will mute the mic and let you guys watch, and we shall sit on from... hang on. Done that wrong. Put it into test mode. We'll sit in seat 2. Best way to see it. And then I'll get to work on the... I've got 1.19... like, it's got a good nausea factor, which is weird, because, you know, it's just a dark ride, but 4.65 excitement, 2.43 fear. It's nearly as good as a roller coaster, basically. But, yeah, it's quite fearful as well. Well, it's just a nice little dark ride, honest. Right, I'll let you guys watch it. There's a bit of reading, because I can't do voice narration on PlayStation. We can't add our own audio or custom images. That really needs to be a thing. Getting camera drift, that annoys the crap out of me on this game. It does it occasionally. Like sometimes when you've previously selected a movement, it replicates that. Anyway, we'll get on with the ride and have a look around, and you can see where I'm up to and what I'm doing. Hopefully you can follow the story, it's not too complicated. But yeah, there's writing to help with the narration and the feel. Without further ado. So yeah, that's what we're up to. And I don't know what to do for the next bit, but okay. Let's come out. One thing I didn't like, that ghost thing that popped up. Now I can't clip through here. Can't clip through the ground. Okay, I think there is a way you can do it. Camera. Disable track limit, staff management features on, Ghostbuster features off. Yeah, got all the other things on here. Okay. Is it on display? Display settings, go to screen setup, set the brightness and display of your screen. Nope. No clip. Oh, you can... Okay. Not mouse and keyboard. No clip. No, we're fine with clipping out scenery. Mute GUI sounds. Game user interface sound. First reappear every, remain on screen always. Yeah, that's helpful. There is a way that you can. Okay, I got another way of doing this. More and one way to skin a cat. And Planet Coaster. How to get the timing completely. Really? Oh, I can see it. I can see it. It's getting closer. A thief's been caught. Good, good. Here we go. It's going to trigger what I want to get rid of. So, the plan is... There we go. Because this was in scenery objects. Let me just try and grab it. It's really awkward. I just added it in. I think it looks crap. It just ruins the whole scene. There's far too much going on there anyway. It's fine with the flame effects and everything else. And the tree catches on fire. Which I used from one of my things. Yeah, it's very technical, isn't it? Put some light on the subject. Looks awful. Yeah, I was really proud of this, what I did earlier, this scarecrow. This spider scarecrow thing. And that you only see briefly. The light flashes up. But yeah, I really liked it. Really. It sort of came together really quickly. I just wanted to do a scarecrow. I'm actually dragging people through a rock. I did not realise. How to solve the problem. Sorry peeps, did not mean to smash you through a rock. I'll not be doing that again anytime soon. Yeah, so it's probably a good idea to look at your ride and... That's close enough. That's good actually. So, for this sort of graveyard resurrection scene, which is exactly what it is, I don't know, to have her, and because obviously she's the one that went with him. You see him in the James Bond scene, as I'm referring to it. It took me a whole evening to do this one scene. It's ridiculous. Back here. Yeah. And I woke up the next day and came up with all these other ideas. This one. Yeah, you see him there. Let's change his colour. Can I change his colour? I cannot change the colour of his skin. There you go. Can't make him scary looking. Her, I can change the colour of her skin. Which is why I made her look red in the resurrection scene. Oh, it did have a pale blue originally, like ghostly. And it looked rubbish, so I was like, hey, let's go embrace full devil type thing. We're looking this way at that bit, and spin, come round here, round, and now we're looking at a rock. It's a really fascinating rock. Perhaps put something on the rock for us to look at. What, I don't know. Not magnificent ride, spooky. Spooky. Yeah, so I can decide on something here. Yeah, so... Hey look, caravan wagon. Doo-doo. That's more for... Yeah, it's not really appropriate here, is it? Flaming tree number 2. Whoa, that's a big tree. Do I set that whole tree on fire? Now I'm curious. We know we're looking at that rock, so I can concentrate on that rock. Nah, not really. Just the inside. It's good enough. Yeah, it's used in another scene in Wild West Park they did way, way back when. Tavern Inferno, what the hell's that? Oh, cool. You're doing a spooky ride, that would be a good place to start. I mean, no, it's just like... Yeah, that's like beginner work. That was me. I think that was my first part, what I was working on, messing around. So yeah, as you do more, you build up a library of things, and that's what I've done here. Is that science fiction, or is that modern tower building? Oh really? Oh yeah. Yeah, I know where I use that. Kind of a weird mishmash, to be honest with you. And this, I wish I could delete some of my creations because this is absolute rubbish. That's a nice idea. Little shop plaza. Just whack it down and hey, voila. You've got 4 shops you can park to and a toilets. And a toilets and a staff room. No toilets? Yeah, no toilets. So you've got 4 shops. 5 shops. Toilets and staff room. All your facilities basically, boom, there, done. But not what I'm looking for. Still haven't found wooden platform foundation. Took a little bit of work to build this. Put that down, put an H on it. Helicopter pad. This I did for Flight of the Falcon. This is really cool. So, we'll shape up. Stop it. Yeah, for some reason Planko does that. Like, camera zooms all over the place. But yeah. Nice little... That's actually at the front of Flight of the Falcon and the back. Which is the roller coaster here. I got it on the barn. You can hardly see it on the barn though. Cause I thought you'd be able to see it from here. You kinda can. On the river rapids. Yeah, I've got it at the front here and I'm going to put Flight of the Falcon across it. I'm obsessed with that circular sign. It's so useful because it's a circle. My hot springs. Danger, not drinking water, no swimming. Look at that, brilliant. Hey, they bought hats. Good people. No one buys hats. What's the matter with you? She was looking around at something. What's the matter with her? Some people are like, I've got no money to go on anything. There you go. Oh, she's heading to Bar Harbour. It's popular and spacious. My mouth is super dry. Buy a drink. I'm starving. Not waiting that long to go on. What a rush. Queue for Rising Up to 3 looks massive right now. But she's been on Flight of the Falcon, Awesome Tales, and What a Rush. She wasn't going to wait that long, but she went on there. Anyway. Teen. She's a teen? Oh yeah, okay. Well, good on you. You've come to the right park. Hey, you brought a hat. What's the matter with you? Let's have a look at him. He looks bored. Flight of the Falcon looks ace. This scenery is epic. I might come back to Awesome Tales. So I'm not queuing that long to go on. What a rush. Queue for Rise Around 3 looks massive right now. Mountain Pass, Flight of the Falcon, what a rush. Rising Raptor 3. Rising Raptor 3 was like originally just like an after. I just plonked it down because the thrill seekers weren't coming in. I just had this coaster originally, and so I plonked it down next to it, and I was like, yeah, you can stop moaning. Here's a thrill ride for you. They love it. They absolutely love it. And just put hot springs next to it, really boiling hot. hot springs, and a crow, and a church, a chapel. Yeah, they love it. They absolutely love it. Chapel complete with crow Easter egg. Guys, I haven't done any Easter eggs over here. I was doing Easter eggs throughout the park. I have to think of a few. But yeah, so this is creatively kicking my butt for ideas. It's getting harder and harder and harder to think of things toward the end. I don't necessarily. I wanted to keep it Western, so that was the idea. And my son was like, "If you mess this up," because he saw the beginning. I showed him the beginning. He's like, "That's really cool." Up to the point where they get sentenced. Oh yeah, they get their punishment. And he was like, and I said, "I'm gonna like make it all ghosty and stuff." And he was like, "If you mess it up, that'll ruin it." He said, "You've got this really good idea. That'll ruin it." And I'm like, "No, it's still got to be cool and it's got to be Western. It's just going to be Western spooky. Western horror." So that's kind of what I tried to achieve. And I hope, I pulled it off. But I'm not entirely sure. Alright. So this is what you look at. I mean, what a awesome little centerpiece. Hey, a scarecrow with that on. That's the even better idea. Demonic scarecrow. Bison skull. Okay. Yeah. Use that as the legs. Ooh. That's a bit big. That's like end size, isn't it? You know. Have you come to a conclusion? We've only just finished saying hello. Yeah, you gotta love John Rhys Davies, don't you? The voice of Treebeard, and also Gimli. Can't remember his name. I must go and watch Lord of the Rings again. Must actually play the game as well. It seems they own one of the games now. Cool. In fact, watch films, play a game, stream. Alrighty, coolie. Because that's a real word, right? See, in the picture, that looks like an arm. And you're like, yeah, that's cool. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And then you select it, and suddenly it's like nothing you've selected. I do like the idea of building demonic, twisted skeletons. Also, another thing that annoys me about this, like, it does not pivot on the axis, it pivots in the middle, which is good in a way, but also frustrating. I mean, that's lots of the problems with Plan Go, I find. That's the way things pivot and rotate. Okay, that knocked it completely out of axis. Somebody asked me what I would advise playing this game. What would be my advice? What's the best way to play a game? Play career mode first, and at least get to medium. That's what I've done. I've got to medium. I just built a coaster with 7 excitement as well the other day, and it was a cloud runner. You know, the one that I failed on my stream. Yeah, and it was 1,000 meters in length. Come on, get in there, my son. Yeah, so it was quite good. Quite enjoyed it. Twisted arm? Yeah. Well, that's not a natural arm, but the fact that it's not a natural, my god, that one's big. Yeah, that's huge compared to, yeah, that's just out of proportion, even for suspending the imagination. there aren't necessarily rules on big demonic tree creatures, but some kind of believability and proportion is helpful, I think. Well, I'm surprised no one's joined me this evening. Normally, I have people watching. Normally, Lodge pops in. Surprised he hasn't. And Georgie said he's just gaming, but could do with some company. And neither of them has turned up yet. Mind you, I did say give me 10 minutes and then proceeded to be about half an hour because things happening in real world. These things happen, I'm afraid. Life happens. Having more success in day. I don't know. I want it more reaching out. Let's bring the arm up. The arm. It's a twisted gnarled branch. Let's bring it up. Up. And around. And around we go. Yep, there we go. So this is what I spend a lot of my time doing. In Planko. Getting things in the roughly the right place. To where I want them. And then now I'm thinking that the idea of what I actually had is probably not going to work, because I think that's probably too small now, that head. If we look, stick a line to surface, that'll do. Oh no, it's not too small, I suppose. Weird bull head. I mean, we are going for Western spooks, so Western Gothic horror, if ever there was such a real genre. No, when I changed to world, I thought, yeah, I'll make it so, because, but no, it didn't. It did exactly what I didn't expect it to do. Good old Planko, never letting me down. Yeah, head's a bit small. Alrighty. Don't want that head then. Anything from Western I can add. Hey, like an anvil. Cool. Put an anvil on its head. Do you know what? As crazy as that sounds, that's actually got some appeal, hasn't it? It's weird, but it just kind of works. Like I say, there are no rules on demonic tree type creatures. We're kind of bluffing it. I did want a gun shooting you at one point, but I couldn't get it to work. Like, so we'd spun around, the gun was there pointing directly at you and shot you. I was going to have all this blood, in inverted commas, running down the sides, but no, it wouldn't have worked. So I need something for a head. Thinking skull from Skull and Crossbones, but the skulls I used in his room, they're also poorly textured. You probably can't tell because it goes past really quick. You've had loads of them all together in a tight area. The PlayStation, although it does like replicating the same object over and over again, it's alright with that. It's better with that than hundreds of new assets, because there's so many assets cram-packed into one tiny little area. It's proving difficult. Excuse me, yawning. Yeah, it kind of loses texture and forget that's about it all. I'm trying to do my alphabet while I talk to you as well. In my head. Skull. Yeah, it's definitely not spooky. So yeah, these are the spooky wreath type things that I used over my spider scarecrow. Girl thing. Oh look, see? That's exactly what I meant about textures not rendering in. And to give you a classic example of it, this is the classic example of it. The screen is really bad. When that's on, I should not look anyway. I mean, this doesn't look anywhere near as good during the day. But yeah, like these, they look alright now. For some reason, when you're on the ride, sometimes it just doesn't render things correctly. I thought that was a good idea as well. That moon, that I'm obsessed with, that miscellaneous sign, i.e. moon, that I'm using everywhere. I just put smoke in front of it, and it gave it the effect of clouds. Oh, we have some spooky trees. Spooky tree. Hello, Mr. Spooky Tree. You're nowhere near as scary as my spooky tree. Sorry, but you kind of techie theme park horror. It's not the look I'm going for. Oh, hang on. Pumpkin head, scarecrow pumpkin head, large. Let's see. I'll be the judge of that. As to whether you're large or not. How will you look on top of my tree thing? Better than the bison head, that's for sure. I don't know whether I don't like those arms actually. They look just. I'd like them to have some kind of be bent partway through or something, you know, some kind of joints in them. But to do that, I'd have to have one, and I could have like a cross but then no, it still wouldn't work. They're just too long. Actually, that one's really long. That one's not so bad. Now let's go world. Okay, cool. I can accept that. I was going to put, like, make sure stretch is 45, and I was like, no, that's pointless. Angle snap would have been stupid. It worked. The amazing thing is about all this is I'm getting closer and closer to finishing the park. I actually might finish the park and get a trade out for it, and then yeah, that'll do. I mean, bearing in mind we'd be looking up for it from here. We'd be looking up it and like, ooh. Relative. I'd love to put spider score on that one. Something like that. Now, do I put demonic horns on it, or do I put the spooky scarecrow hat? See, I've not used the spooky scarecrow hat. I could make him really spindly. Have a short body and then really spindly legs. Nightmare Before Christmas style. Twisted it, and now... Nope, other way. Don't tell me there's no other way. Voila. We have company. Okay, that kind of works. Now. I might put crows all over them. Ravens. Just covered in ravens. Spooky scarecrow horn. Yeah, start adding loads of details like spooky scarecrow horns. Actually, spooky scarecrow horns. I've just seen that and gone, that's perfect. That is perfect. Hello, good evening. Oh, that is perfect. Yeah, voila. Go on. Relative. Thank you. Kind of want me to spin that way. And then want to bring you up that way. Okay, it's getting good now. It's getting interesting. Up. Middle finger like that. Yep. Oh, brilliant. Fantastic. Like that. Yeah. I mean, I could have put a cowboy hat on him to keep it western, but... Hello, good evening, Lodge. You're in work? Oh, it's late. You're working late this evening? No wonder you hadn't popped along. I expected Georgie to pop along. He's like, I'm just gaming. He said, but I could do, you know, I'll quite happily check out your spooky dark ride thing. Idea that you're currently been working on for 3 or 4 days. If not longer. And I was like, ah, okay, cool. It's worth streaming then. Somebody will watch. And I can have some company while I'm driving myself nuts. What time it work till? Out of curiosity. You're in work, what you're currently working, or should be working, but you're watching me stream instead. Ah, that's fantastic. That couldn't have worked out any better for a hand, could it? That couldn't. Those spooky horns are perfect for a hand. Now I need to start giving him some cloth and stuff. I better save these scarecrows because they're pretty awesome. Look, there's the scarecrow hands normally. The scarecrow body is just like scarecrow torso. That, I was just about to say, that looks more like something you put on a grave, and then had a wonderful idea. And these are the arms, the limbs, long and short and stuff, so you can mix it up. Sorry, just a cough. I was like, I want something to go on it. I don't know what would work. Creosote bushes. If in doubt, go for a creosote bush. Trust me, look. That one's probably overdoing it a bit. Have I got a smaller one? Is that smaller? That one? No, it's bigger. It's huge. Okay, is that smaller? Ish. But it's got more flowers, and that's a big. So there's big ones and small ones with flowers, and ones without flowers. So that's got flowers as well, but not as many. I don't know. Trying to look. Yeah, I was going to try and put it on him, but they're far too big. There are other things though that you can kind of add into just to add more to him. Yeah, look at that. Look, it's done again. Render the face, please. Thank you. And if you don't render the face, the kind of the whole thing is pointless. You might as well just throw it away right now and be done with it. That's alright then. Keep adding stuff in and then it's gonna hate me. Be like, stop adding too many assets in the same area. Please. Thanks very much. Too many assets in the same area. I'll make it have a heart attack. Alright, okay. Oh, right, okay. I didn't think it had gone completely like that. I thought it was more like that. Going how I thought it was. Got another good idea. Actually made my life about 10 times more difficult. Oh no. Yeah. About to say I made my life 10 times more difficult than I realised. No, I haven't actually. For what I'm hoping to achieve. Brilliant. Exactly what I wanted. Looks perfectly reasonable. Nah, actually, don't group scenery. Just dupe scenery. Easier if I dupe it, because like the whole thing, I want to stick it together. Nah, it's looking quite good now. Even if I do say so myself. Hello, good evening, new commenter. Georgie, hello. Sorry I was a bit later starting than when I said. I was busy with dogs, kids, and other such things. Unfortunately, these things happen. Oh, I'm liking this scarecrow. This is turning out fan-dabby-dozy. I might have to say that still. Is fan-dabby-dozy okay? Or is it politically unacceptable to say that these days? Okay, I want something slightly different. Slightly different plant for the... We got this, which is pink, but it's too big, I think. And I don't want green. Definitely don't want green. Green would ruin it. kind of thinking this is probably my best bet. And, but it is rather big when we looked earlier. Actually, yeah, we can. Another thing you can do with objects being colourable. Creepy. So, yeah. My son tried to have a go on this earlier and was trying to do things. I'm just like, no, look, you want to do this, that, and the other. And he's like, well, are you going to let me do it or not? I'm like, well, kind of got a little bit of experience in this field. Yeah, brilliant. Did have a tumbleweed like one of them up there. That's working out well. Because that's not as big as the other one, but it's definitely, yeah, it's not as, it take up so much space as the red ones, but it's going to achieve the job of what I want it to do. Kind of almost look like mushrooms grown out of him. Awesome. Yeah, like that. No, it was you. Nice happy music while you make scary spooky things. I don't know whether to make scary spooky things in my next park or make it a adventure park. See, adventure, I've got a few assets I've made for that sort of thing. I'm not very good at temples and that sort of thing though. See, the arms are looking a bit spindly now. And I've had all this bulk, like this flesh onto them, inverted commas. It's grotesque. So now, perhaps... I don't know whether I want to, like... I can see me using these again. But... like where? Yeah, I probably should definitely do a Halloween park, shouldn't I? I'm quite good with dark colours. You just light it with lighting. Thunder and... I love thunder and lightning. IRL. Okay, group scenery. Save blueprint as... new creation. Your blueprint will look... oh, come on. Right, let's try and zoom in on them and give them a nice frame. Planko and your flipping camera angles. Seriously, game. Right. See, I just want to rotate them around. Tell you what, select that object. Now rotate them. Why don't you rotate around the object I've selected? That would make sense. Right, I'm really close to the object. So now if I move the camera, should be very slight movements. Very slight. It's not, it's like, you know, you touch the stick and it moves about 2,000 miles. Save scenery group. New creation. Spooky assets, I guess. Yeah. As the name says, you don't actually need any DLC for these ones. Name says no. Shrubbery. I guess it's shrubberies like that. Shrubberies. Probably not, but shrubberies with multiple applications. Multiple applications. I'm not going to put requires DLC because it does not require DLC. Add brief browser locations, park scenery. Why not? Nature. Yep, nature. Trees, bushes, rocks, planters. Bushes. Definitely bushes. Filters. Nature region. Park. In general. Theme. Fertile festive pack goes no unthemed because you haven't city. It's got city theme there. Wow. Size. Minute. Small. Yep, that'll do. Excellent. Covered all my bases. Somebody did make a comment earlier, but it's not showing up, so that either means my stream broken or certain comments that I've disabled. Alrighty, we need stuff for your arms, mate. You're looking a bit spindly. I'm kind of thinking dead tree things. Dead tree. And then, oh yeah, we've got to put ravens all over him, haven't we? Like, yeah, I'm a spooky scarecrow. Honest. Then why have you got ravens growing out of your body? Because I'm not very good at my job. Those are like, that is like a hand there. But if I put it over the other hand, it's going to look really weird, isn't it? I like it. Alright. So yeah, this is what a lot of Planko is. Like really planning, meticulously designing, crafting, creating. As I say, this dark ride, which is 3 minutes in length, it's taking about 3 or 4 days. Oh yeah. Okay. Sticking out the back a bit, but that's alright. Bulks up the arm. In fact, it bulks it up so much you can't even see the other part. That's kind of a worry. Might want shrubbery bulkage. Or plants or something, like I have done on the body. Which leaves me with another problem. What kind of plants do I use? Begonia flowers. I mean, that's what we're looking at in the flower category. Is there anything small enough to serve our purpose? Tulip flowers round. Tulips, you could turn them purple and turn them into snapdragons. Some of my favourite flowers, actually. Snapdragons. I've only just realised, yeah, dragons seem to be an ongoing theme, and I like snapdragons before I even knew I was a dragon. So, the prophecy was fulfilled. Yeah. Oh dear. Am I bored? You can't change the colour of the shrubbery on that. That's no good then. I need stuff you can change colour of. Green leafy bush, you cannot change colour of green leafy bush. It has to be a green. It must be a green leafy bush. You cannot change it. We won't let you. This one though. This might be our little huckleberry. This might be what we want. Let's check it out. And that dark red, yeah, I kind of like that. It just adds a little bit of something to it, doesn't it? It's beginning to not like the fact that I'm using tons of assets in one area. I mean, it's beginning to lose detail. Mind you, this, as part of the bigger model, does not need loads. Oh well, I thought I'd lost it for a second, but hang on. The one underneath, is that just shadowed, or is it just completely not done its colour or anything? Have I got too many assets in too small an area? And it's now like, hey, I'm not even going to render that properly. You can, or is it just because of the lighting? There's one way to find out, isn't there? No, it's totally different. Look. And it's the same object replicated. It is totally different. How bizarre. Yeah, that's got those colours on. And that's got those colours on as well. Yeah. Oh, it's that other side is actually like that. Weird. But no, that's not right, because the whole thing's doing that. I'm thinking I've got too many assets in the same area and now it's like refusing to render them properly. It's just like, no, you can screw off. You've got too much going on here. Go away. Kind of ruins my idea. Yes. That weird blackout type effect on it. Alright, perhaps we can't go with that. Which means we might have to go with the same as what we got before. No, I don't want to do that. Because everything I'm using before is a bit too thick. Is that a tiny one? Let's have a look. I just changed the colour of the flowers. Yeah, that's no good to me. Really thinking now. Really stretching the old brain box. That's rendered right. I like that sunflower. Where would I put sunflower in? Where would we have a sunflower? Would a sunflower patch work for Western? Here's a question for you. Somebody didn't think you'd be asked this evening. Right. Alright, this is 3 colours. Let's try it. Hey look, he's going swimming. He's got armbands on. Scarecrow armbands. Yeah, that's way too big. Oh, that's not going to work. It's all for our purposes. Blue pine flowers. No, I can't change the base colour of that. So what's these? But when I change them, change them all to one colour and see if that works. Yeah, that's dark grey. And if I check the slightly lighter one, yeah, I'll go for the slightly lighter one. Could have been a shadow issue earlier on. That's done it again, hasn't it? That totally changed the look of it. That's bizarre. It seems to be a bug with this plant. This one plant seems to be affected by that. And it's got me really perplexed. Hang on. Is it when I turn it upside down? Seems to be. When you turn it upside down, it seems to do a weird and wonderful thing. Alright. And now I've got to maneuver it into position. And replicate it. Create it again. Kind of like some Chaos Warrior from World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft? No. Warhammer 40,000 even. And that would be where your Chaos Warriors come from. Now it's all about White Dwarf and Warhammer 40k for a very long time. Although it's appearing in like game shops now, the paints and stuff. Not much of it's nowhere near as popular as when I was a lad. But I used to spend my time painting some things of those as well. Alright. Kind of like that, but is it better twisted? Nope, you're not doing what I want you to do, game. Yeah, it's appearing exactly the same now, so we're not having that issue I was having earlier, which is perfectly fine. Right, about there, judging by the arm. And about there. Leo, I guess you're saying hello, and you're from Brazil. Brazil is little to nothing, but hello. You're welcome to hang around for the creative stream and watch any comments. If you can, do it in English. If not, just enjoy. Yeah, I don't know what that's going to look like from the right either. That's yeah, I need to angle it a bit more. Well, okay. I was hoping it would pivot on one of the axes of the actual, but it's not. It's just being decidedly weird. In true Planko fashion, it's being decidedly weird. Fighting an antisocial UI, or is part of your battle in this game. And two UIs go to war. That's what it feels like. Alright, brilliant. No, I really want you to just grab that. No, I did not want you to grab that. No, yep, you're still not getting it, are you, game? You're not understanding what I'm doing here. Alright, let's make a brush really small. And how am I selecting that? Do you know what? Stuff, yeah. I've got a better idea. And that better idea is this. There we go. Dupe, bring out, place down till you've finished using it. Copy. There we go. That makes more sense. That's a lot easier to work with. And navigating in 3D space. Alrighty. Now I need to, yeah, blue, I think. Okay. Is that correct? Very almost, but not quite. Better bring it out there. Now, twist it that way. Alrighty. Nope. I say alrighty. I think I've got it right, and then I notice something and I'm like, move it back. See, it's doing that de-rendering thing again. Hello, face, please, come back, please. Detail. Hello. You got too much detail in one area. Game does not like it. There we go. No. There. Yes. No. Still pretty pixelated. That. And then you, because that's what it would do. It would decrease the model for the amount of. Yeah. All right. Okay. Are you trying to say my scarecrows are too complicated, game? I resent that comment. And now it's popped back into view. I'll see how it looks from the ride. If it really does mess it up, then I might have to move him. That's a slight problem. Have you noticed any problems with this? Yeah, it's done it again. Just lost all the detail. I really hope. I say I really hope when you're on the ride. I know when you're on the ride it's going to do that. I need a PS5 to play this game. See that? Move sideways like that. I'll tell you what actually eats up a lot of your effects is like emitters. That uses a lot of processing power to like create the rain and everything and all this. These clouds and that. The clouds aren't necessary because you can't even see the stupid things. So, to save on, what are you? Rain clouds. Save on processing power in the area. I'm going to get rid of the clouds. It's an executive decision. I don't think they're entirely necessary. There's one more lot of clouds to get rid of. Where are they? Oh, hang on. Okay, were they stuck in the ceiling somewhere? I do not want to select the building. Alright, might have to leave clouds there then. Alright, let's test this thing. Now we have problems with the rendering. Yeah, it's still doing it. I'll delete those clouds, but it's still not happy about it. Got a feeling I'm going to have to scrap Scary Scarecrow and simplify things, which is annoying, to say the least. Brilliant, we don't even look at his face after all that. Okay. Yeah, rendered nicely now. Perfect. Which means I could bring him down. Alrighty. Yeah. I'll try and grab him and then... There is so much going on there though. I knew it'd grab other stuff all around. I feel it in my fingers, I feel it in my toes. I'm not going to be able to grab this scarecrow, so I guess that's the way it goes. Something like that. Wet sun. Alright, I think that's it. Group scenery. Yeah, brilliant. Move. I hope I got everything. I even got a rock in the process. Let's ungroup that rock from it. Rock, thank you. Split from building. Bingo. See, it actually calls it a building. But it's not. Originally, they had to do in Planco. Oh, those horns aren't moving. Nor that. Alright, excellent. Brilliant. Yeah, originally what you had to do was create a building piece and then attach other things to it. Yeah, alright game. I'm really happy you did that. So it's the entire building. Right, we got the fingers, 26 and 1. Group scenery. I think we've done it. I think we got the full thing, yeah. Let's try. Truth. Nope. Son of a gun. Yeah. Look at these tight confined areas is. Let's try it. No. Camera, you're flying around all over the place. First. Be good. Just be good, please. Yeah, normally I sit here listening to Western music. Right, there we go. Group scenery. Right, this is the last chance. If you're not done now, that's it, your history. I'll scrap you. Forever. You will never see the light of day. It's a spooky, scary scarecrow. Leaning over towards the riders. Alright, I'm hoping if I bring them down, that what I can also do, which is a fantastic thing. Edit track. This bit, we're kind of looking to it now. About here, I think. Drop it. Looking up, please. Looking up. That'll do. Yeah, well, I'll stick with that. Sounds good to me. So lots of testing and lots of making sure we got the desired results we require. Yeah, look at that barn door. That's rendered correctly, isn't it? God's sake, too much detail in one area, it doesn't like it. My biggest problem with this game. It's official, we're scrapping the Scarecrow. Although, I could possibly use him for something else elsewhere. It's not Spooky Western anyway, but he's definitely, that face just went... And kind of like, okay. I accept defeat on this one. The biggest issue, I think, is also we've got lots of plants there, and plants take up loads of polygons, loads of detail. So, yep. Doesn't mean he won't make a return in Spooky Park Part 2. Spooky plant based Scarecrow. Description: not vegan friendly. Alright, add browser location, scenery, park scenery, statues and centerpieces, I suppose, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Nature, building, special effects, none. See, fireworks, audio, ride scenery, yeah, track scenery, you can fall under that target. Leisure, yes please, hotel amusements, restaurant. No, we're definitely not amused. Services or shops? Yes, for the toilet. Well, that's what you'll need after you've looked at him. Okay, select. I want them. Clear all filters. No, thanks, keep them. Filter spooky. There you go, nature region. No, theme. Why can't I have spooky? Seriously. Oh, I have got spooky. Small, medium, large, or huge? Medium. With fries. Alright. People like take clear screenshots. Yep, don't do this. Definitely don't make it dark when doing a screenshot. That's quite nice lighting. Yeah, kind of like that lighting. I'm gonna save that blueprint. Looks like a mess on the blueprint. Alright, bye. Not vegan friendly. So I might just have to see all these I've got here, like the background stuff. They're using loads of polygons as well. It's not important. This one's not important, but perhaps if I got rid of that in the area. I mean, look at all that. There's probably hundreds of polygons in that. Look how spiky it is. Yeah, but I'm going to keep it. Should just add some simple animatronic then. Some more skeletons. Kind of like, I want this to be the graveyard scene where all the dead are coming back to life. That's kind of the message, the point we're going for. Hang in. Yeah. And what does he do? Does he do anything whilst breathing? That's brilliant. Attack is anything but also brilliant. Is he de-rendered? Yeah. Skeletons always do that. Okay, there's not much else I can go for really. Some more scorpion running around. And we do have scorpions earlier on. Let's see where he runs. Oh, he's levitating. Fantastic. That's impressive. I mean, I want spooky, but not batshit crazy. We need something better. Giant scorpion pincer attack. Oh yeah, turn around to see that. I think they look really derpy. I mean, perhaps that's what a real scorpion looks like, but look at his eyes there. He looks really derpy. If that's what a real scorpion looks like, what do you think they're most naturally derpiest looking creatures on the planet? But you wouldn't actually tell them because they've got a horrible pincer at the back and those nasty claws, so they can hold you while they sting you to bits, and that's just horrific. And while they're holding you, they're also cutting you to pieces with their pincers. Just nightmare fuel, really. Giant scorpion? Forget it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of scorpions. I'm not a fan of spiders either, to be honest with you. Think about spooky, scary things. I don't hate spiders, I can handle them I suppose, but I'm just not a fan. What's this one doing? I mean, that could just a little... Is my train leaving? Is that train just making lots of noise? It's just making lots of noise. The spider's about 2 inches shorter now because I'm dragging its feet along the ground. Yep, that's probably perfect. I don't know whether you can see that. Whether I have to adjust the angle again. I mean, snake striking you, but tree branch strike. Oh, look. Look at that. That's Western scary, right? Yeah, that works. Snake pit. Oh. Oh. That's not right. It's not nice, is it? Come on. That's Western. Just a writhing mass of snakes. Just... Oh. Yuck. Yuck. Small. No, I like the idea of the large ones, it's just not right, is it? Have they got any heads? Is there any heads in there whatsoever? No, just bodies. It's just bodies. It's even weirder, isn't it? Like, you follow them around, it's just all the same bodies and they're just all writhing around on each other. There's no heads, just... Yeah, it's just not right, is it? that should not exist. But yeah, spooky Western for you. That would do the trick. Tickety boo. Some rats scurrying around? No. Spooky animatronic larvae. Go silent when you're at ground level. Interesting. Yeah, I need to put a rock the other side of that and some more encaged in. And then we need to block this end off with the massive building, which is actually doing nothing. Ah, got you two there. Hello, hello. No, not you. Massive building. Cool. Delete. If I delete the whole building, I would. Well, thank the Lords, there's a do option. Wait a second. Well, what the heck? Is that because of the rain, or is that because of... Something's going on there, look. Oh, I know what that is. I know exactly what that is. That's an amazing phenomenon. And that's come from over here. That's awesome. That's actually a shockwave from a giant explosion. Oh, perhaps it's a giant explosion from in here. Yeah, it could well be. And I just happened to have paused it at the exact right time. So yeah, that is a giant shockwave. You get to see around the huge explosion. Actually, yeah, there it is. See, it's the huge explosion on the side of the. I just happened to record it at the right time. It's kind of mesmerising and a bit beautiful at the same time. But yeah, it sends out a massive pressure wave as well. And yeah, you can physically see it. There you go, it's gone. You don't really see it when you're looking at it in the game. It's an amazing effect that's kind of like wasted. But yeah, you notice it when you pause the game. I was going to create a trigger sequence, that's what I was going to do. And then we're going to block that whole bit off, finish it off. Yeah, so I've got a few bits to do. And I don't know what to do for the final scene. I've got no idea. I have to go away and think about it. It's getting late anyway, I'm getting tired, so I've got a feeling I'm going to be disappearing off shortly. Yeah, 17 triggers. I dread to think how many special effects, and actually 21 triggers now. I dread to think how many, like, actual triggerable objects we have in this one place. Close, 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 close. Close all of them. Yeah, the amount of animatronics and things, it was just going to cost my company a fortune. £50 every time those sparks go off. Yeah, I can't have more than one train on the, as I said earlier. I can't have more than one thing on the ride. So this ride is just going to be in negative every month. It's not going to make any money at all. But it'll look good. And it'll be a fun experience. Oh, excuse me yawning. For anyone that downloads the park. Alrighty. Yeah, change the colour of the Huntsman as well. So I kind of like the Huntsman. Now I'm playing with it a little bit. I'm like, yeah, I can see potential with it. And partway through the ride, I realised you could speed it up. Having it too fast would kind of ruin it, but here you can select faster speed or slower speed. But if I speed it up now, guess what's going to fall out of sync? All that time I worked out. So we won't be doing that. those snakes writhing or not? They didn't look like they were writhing to me. They kind of look stationary. Oh, they are. Just, yeah, it's very slow. That's why I really didn't notice it. So what I'm going to do is close the box off in here, and then we're going to let me have a look. Yeah, close it off there. That. Kind of want it looking forward as you leave. Oh, actually, we can leave sideways, I suppose, and then come back through and round. No, forward. No, forward. No, I can't decide. Yeah, forward. Control your. Yep, forward. Bingo. And now it's forward, no matter what. It's kind of like. And you there. Control your. There we go. Control your. Spin back round. Final bit. Home. So, yeah, got an idea of what I'm going to do. Got a few ideas towards the end. Yeah, just had another idea as well. But I'm going to leave the stream there. Okay, so I'm going to have a break and stuff. And rather than leaving you with a ride or something, I'll just end it because what I've got to do is filler and pretty boring. Although there will be some kind of conclusion to the ride. And yeah, I've just got this place for it. And it'll be like, bye bye. See ya. And they've got to fill the lobby area out. Then I've got to work out pathing. Then I've got to build a hotel next to it. Only 34%. Should be fine. And I got theme, like add more scenery to my wonderful train. I'm really proud of this though. This looks like a real. It looks like real rocks from desert. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Yeah, look, see? Oh, caught it mid-explosion. There's so many explosions go off on this ride. It's just... wow. No. It's the pressure waves thing. Just as you go through it. And it just distorts everything. Fantastic. It's such a detail that it's not even noticed with the massive explosion. You hardly notice. Just distorts everything around it. Deafens all the guests. This part comes with free earplugs. Yeah, I also got to write Falcon. See, there's. I could do it out basic shapes. But the danger with putting lots of basic shapes in the area is you add into the piece count. The amount of stuff it's trying to. Because each one of these is really reflective. So, and there's what in that? There's 254 objects or something. I think. Yeah, 254. That's well remembered. So, yeah. Adds the piece count. Helps for scenery, for like trying to get 100% in your queues, but yeah, if I did another one out basic shapes, it'd probably take loads, whereas in the vintage pack, vintage, there is something that's really useful. There is letters, big 3D letters, which kind of work for this because look at the style of them. Think about when vintages turn the century. When was Wild West? End of turn of last century. Sorry, get it correct. Yeah, keep. I was born in the last century, so Yeah, so it's like end of 19th century, isn't it? Beginning of 20th style, and that's when Wild West was kind of coming to an end. And that's what this is. So I might use these style letters as it'll work, and then I can name all my rides. So that's the plans so far. Staff room, Themia Railway, and then that'll be it, because there's no way I'm going to squeeze a coaster in going into this canyon. Although, look at it, it's a beautiful canyon. What I could do is demolish the entire park but keep the terraforming. See, and all this needs terraforming as well. This is just a blob at the moment. No, that's not too bad actually. It's just background filler. It's just stuff that, yeah, behind you. Can we see it from this coaster actually? It's an interesting question and one I endeavour to answer. Rush has a great looking queue. No, it does. Thank you. Thanks for noticing my hard work. 7.78. That's a really good excitement rating, isn't it? That's like top notch. Okay, come on. We're getting on. Let's go. Final ride for the night, and then we can see what that city looks like in the background.
Asia move over.
As you enjoy back of the hand show. That's what that mostly was. I keep forgetting about that. Right, where is he? I'm just going to take a look at who was in C1. You. I am going to eject you from the park. I'm going to be waiting for you. Flight of the Falcon is broken down, of course. No, it's a bit rubbish here. Must have bins around here. No, actually haven't really bins around. Yeah, there's a bin here. Where's he sods? Come on. Right, where is she? Where is he? Sorry, where is he? Right, the park, there you are. You're cool. Unless you spent a fortune in my park, I'm kicking you out, mate. My rush cost way more than this when park entry. What rush could cost way more than this when park entry is so cheap. I have to queue long for Water Rush. Alright, it's cheap entry and Water Rush is a bargain too. Awesome. Food, need food. The scenery is my favourite part of Water Rush. Okay, cool. Seen. Flight of the Falcon he's been on as well. He spent $306. He's withdrawn 90 from the ATM. And does he have... Okay, there's 4 in the group. If I tell him to kick him out, it will kick the entire group out. So he's got the carried items there. He doesn't. He spent a fortune, but he's go buy a hat. I'll let you stay. All right, so I'm just gonna leave it there. Even though his hand was so annoying, should have been a track for you. I mean, the park's currently running with 2,100 people in it. That's a lot of people. I can restrict. Normally, we're recommending that sort of restricts 2,100, and these are all just on this side. Oh, there are people coming up here to buy from Three Fox Coffee, so I'm guessing when other places get really busy, they do actually come up here. Yeah, they do. I know. I'm making £7 grand a month. I'm paying really ridiculous wages, and I've got thousands of triggers on my pence on my items. Like, yeah, eat your heart out, Disney. Well, actually, Disney's probably making way more than that. That's £7 grand a month. But yeah, I will finish it. I will finish it, and I will finish this part, even if it kills me. So probably by the end of the week it'll be finished. Yeah, it's a guesstimate though, and possibly going to take a lot longer because the last 10% is probably, what's going to take a real long time. And I would think the hotel complex and all the building bits I'm going to add onto this to make it look like a real building is probably going to take a day or two. Yeah, so actually probably next week, isn't it? I'm looking at for this part. But that means plenty more Western music for me to listen to, and plenty more ideas, and plenty more to come. When it's finally done, I'll do a trailer, and I'll stick it up on the channel. Watch out for that. And I will also stream an entire tour of the park, back to front, ride all rides, do everything. Although you've probably seen all rides if you've tuned into every single one of my streams, but yeah, it's been nice to see those final little touches and the way it looks in the end, and you can do a comparison. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.